Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Dive into Relaxation. This is our second week and we're now back in classes, and I hope that everyone is pacing themselves and making sure to incorporate some rest and relaxation into an increasingly busy schedule and likely a stressful time for us. So anyways, thank you for joining me today, and I hope that this little bit of relaxation is useful to you today or whenever you want to follow along. We're going to do some breathing, and the breathing will be focused on our organ system, which might seem a little unusual. Often in Western cultures, we don't really think about or talk about our organs and their well-being unless something's gone wrong. But the organs are vital to our functioning, and in traditional Chinese medicine, they govern more than just the beating of our heart and the circulation of blood, for instance. They might even have emotional properties. So we're going to tend to our organs and breathe into them. So first, let's just rub our palms together. And I'll just say, if you haven't washed your hands in a little while, maybe pause the video and then go and thoroughly wash your hands. We'll be doing some self-touch. Get a nice friction. Get them nice and warm. Get your hands so warm that they're becoming hot and maybe a little tingly. And then separate your palms, soften the joints of your fingers, and just feel that radiant energy between your two palms, that magnetic push and pull. You can test its pliability. And if you start to feel that energy lessen, which you might, you can rub your palms together again. Nice and warm. And just feel that vibration between your two hands. And then take your warm hands and place them over your lungs, wherever you feel your lungs to be. So if you want the lower part of your lungs, or the upper part, or even the sides, you can just place your hands anywhere and breathe into your lungs and exhale fully. And as you breathe into your lungs, imagine the breath entering into the center of your lungs and expanding your lungs in all directions as you inhale and exhale. As you inhale, bring in breath and light and fill your lungs. And as you exhale, imagine you're a tea kettle letting out steam. Give it a little hiss. Filling the lungs in all directions and letting out steam. As you release the steam or the toxic energy, think of wrapping around the lungs and giving them a little gentle squeeze, a little caress. So you inhale and you expand the lungs, and you exhale and just give it a little caress. Squeezing out any stagnant energy, any toxins. Filling the lungs with light. Squeezing out dark, turbid energy. Good. You can lower your hands and just rest for a moment. And you can take one hand or both hands and place them over your heart where you feel your heart to be. Give it a little bit of pressure. Just attend to the sensation of touch. The sensation of touch, the warmth between your heart and your hands. And now breathe into the center of your heart and imagine your heart spreading, expanding in all directions as you inhale. And same thing as you exhale, the gentle caress and the steam. Inhale and expand. Exhale and caress. Inhale and fill with light and energy. And exhale, release toxins. And relax. And this sense where your liver is, it's somewhere on the lower side of your rib cage on the right side of your body. And this is a large organ and it processes so many heavy emotions. You can think of anger and things that are, you mean maybe even hard to acknowledge and to express, but just think of being able to emotionally process here in the liver. Feel the weight, the gravity of your liver, and then breathe into it and expand it in all directions. And again, squeeze and release the toxins. And without pause, just shift over to the spleen, all the way over to the left side. This really governs our immune system functions, the release of lymph nodes, but it also is considered in some forms the mother of the body. And so you might think of how it nurtures our bodies, how it is our first line of defense against illness and infection. So let's breathe into the spleen and release. 2 more times. let's side our hands around to the back where our kidneys reside and just breathe into the kidneys and connect to that sense of fluid balance. And you can let that go and just take a few breaths here. Feel the fullness, the volume, the weight, maybe even the lightness, the radiant energy as it moves through all of your lungs, all of your heart, your liver, spleen, and kidneys. Well, now we didn't get to all of the organs, but we did some major ones, so just feel the effects of that. I recommend doing something restful or taking a nice walk and just connecting to yourself and your bodies and just taking a little time to take a break and to feel your physical presence, to feel peaceful in your bodies, a sense of relaxation. It does a lot to alleviate the stress and the strain that we might feel in this time of pandemic. So anyways, thank you for joining me today. I hope it was useful in some way for you. Each week I'll do something a little different, so it's great to get to share with you all. Take very good care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.